We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello everyone. Today we will discuss pre-order traversal. So what happens in pre-order traversal? How do we traverse? In pre-order traversal, we first process the root node, then we traverse the left subtree in pre-order, and then we traverse the right subtree in pre-order. Root node is denoted by N. Left subtree is denoted by L and right subtree is denoted by R. So we have a sequence N, L, R for a pre-order traversal. We will discuss non-recursive approach for pre-order traversal. So we'll start with the algorithm of pre-order traversal using non-recursive approach. We have given a binary tree whose root node address is given by the variable t and node structure that contains left link, data and right link. Left link, that is a pointer to the left subtree, data, value of the node, and R link, pointer to the right subtree. S is a stack. Top is the pointer that points to the top element of stack S. P is a temporary variable which denotes where we are in the tree. Or let's say P tells us current node that we are processing, right? So these are the variables that we are using in an algorithm. For understanding, here I am adding the figure. So in a first step, we initialize the stack and a variable that we are going to use. So T contains address of root node, right? So initially we start our traversal from the root node. So that's why we are assigning the root node address to the variable P, right? But before that, what we check? Whether tree has node or not. If the tree has no node, in that case, no need to traverse. So that we first check. So if T is null, then we exit. Otherwise, we assign a root node address which is stored in a T to P and initialize the stack by assigning the value 0 to the top. Right? This is our initialization. So during this, what happens? Now we have the P which store the node address A, right? Once we have the node, so here we currently we are at the A. Now what we will do? We, as per the pre-order traversal, we visit this node, then we visit the left subtree, and then we visit the right subtree, right? So in that case, we first visit this. That means we have traversed this node and we add this node in a traversal sequence. But before starting the traversal of left subtree, what we do? We first store the address of right child into the stack. And then we start traversal of left subtree. Why? Because after traversing a left subtree, we have to traverse the right subtree. So in that case, we can retrieve the node from the stack and we can start traversing that right subtree. So we first process this node, that is traverse this root node, then we store the address of right child into the stack, and then we start traversing the left subtree by assigning the address of left node to the variable p, right? So as per this, in a step 2, what we have, we first process the node. That means we have processed the node A and we have added this A to the traversal sequence. Then we stack the right branch address. So what we check? Do we have the right child? If we have the right, if the node has a right child, then only we add that node address to the stack. So we first check this by R link of P is null or not, right? And if it is not null, then we add it to the stack. And then what we do? We assign the left node address to the P. So that means assign the left node address to the P, right? So this is the step that we do for a processing. Now we repeat this step. Now once we start traversing from the node B, right? Currently what we have in a P after step 2. So what we do? We do the same. We first process the node, that means B is added to the traversal sequence. Then we store the right node address into the stack, and then we store the address of left to the P. So in that case, we repeat the step 2 until we do not have the left child, right? If we do not have the left child, in that case, your P value will be what? P is null. So in a step 3, what we are doing? We are repeating the step 2 until we have P value null. Now as soon as we have P value null, we can't say that we don't have any node to traverse. But what we do? We retrieve the node from the stack and we process it. But if P is null and we don't have any node onto the stack, in that case, we can say that there is no node to traverse. That means we have traversed all the node, right? So as we have a value null for a P, in that case, we first check what is the value of top. If it is 0, that means stack is empty and we have traversed all the nodes, so we come out. But if top has other than 0 value, that means we have the node onto the stack. We retrieve the node from the stack where the top points to, and we assign that node to the P, and we update the top pointer, and we repeat the same process. We process that node, stack the right branch address, and go to the left. That is a step 2 that we repeat, right? So how does the algorithm works? So starting with the initialization, we repeat the step, that is visiting the node, stacking the right branch address, and go to the left subtree, right? Now before we start with the example, the notation that we will use during the tracing of algorithm that I am telling you, here we use this node structure that we have already discussed during the memory representation of tree, right? Another is when we say the address of node, generally the address of node is a numeric one. So in that case, here we are not considering that address in a numeric form, but what we use a notation with the letter N followed by the data of the node. Right? So suppose your node data is say D. In that case, the address of that node is ND. Suppose your node data is say A. In that case, your address is what? NA. So here we use that notation, right? We will traverse this tree in a pre-order, right? We'll consider this tree. Now this will be the tables where we store the contents. Stack contain the node that we are processing, that we store in a temporary variable P, and this is for processing the node, that is visit P, and whatever is your sequence that we will store in a output string, right? So as per our initialization, we have started with the root node address which is stored in a T. So here the root node is what? A. So what will be the address of this node? That will be an A, right? So that we assign to the variable P. So here we have that node address A into the variable P. Now what we have to do? We have to process this node. So when I'm sharing with information that over here, the red color font indicate that this is the node that we are processing, right? So NA, this is the current node that we are processing. So what we do? We first process this node, that means visiting the node, and as we have traversed the node, we add that node data into the output string. So in visit P, I have a, and in output string, I have a. That means I have traversed the node A. What is the second step? Then we first store the right child address into the stack. So that is A has a right child E. So we store the address of E to the stack. So address of E will be what? NE. So current content of the stack is what? We don't have any node. So we add that NE to the stack. Then we store the address of left child into the variable P. So the address of B will be what? NB. So we assign NB to P, right? Now, which is the current node that we will process? So P is always a current node that we will process. So now we'll process what? NB, right? So that tells you we are processing NB. Now what we do? We first process the NB. That means we are visiting the B and we add that node to the output string, right? So we'll have in output string A, B. Then we add the right child of B to the stack. So what is the current content of stack? So here you can see that current content of stack is NE. So I'm adding this. Now I add the right child address of B to the stack. So right child is what? D. So what we will do? We add ND to the stack. So I'm adding ND. We store the left child address into P. So the left child address will be what? NC. So we assign NC to P, right? Now again do P is not null. So we have to process that node NC. So now we'll process NC. Now repeat the same. We visit the node C. So we will add the C to the output string. Current content of the stack is NE and ND. Now we'll add the right child of C to the stack. What is the right child of C? We don't have any right child of C. So that means we can't add anything to the stack. So stack remains as it is, right? Now the left child. Do we have the left child of C? No, we don't have the left child of C. In that case, we assign the null value to P. So here we assign null value to P. Now, as the P value is null, how do we process it? In that case, if P is null, we remove a top node from the stack and we process that node. So we first check, do we have the node onto the stack? Yes, we do have a node onto the stack and that top node is ND. So what we do? We remove that node from the stack ND and assign it to P. Now we process that node P. So P has a value what? ND. So now we'll process ND, right? Now what is the current content? So once you remove the ND, you will have a content NE, right, in a stack. Now once we process ND, visiting the D and adding that node to the output string, that gives us A, B, C, D. Now the content of the stack is what? NE. Now add the right child of D. So do we have the right child of D? No. So we can't add anything to the stack. Now assign the left child address to the P. Do we have the left of D? No, we don't have left of D. That means now your P value is what? Null. So here we have the P value null. So what we have to do? As the value is null. So how do we process with the null value? So again we remove the node from the stack. Do we have the node into the stack? Yes, we do have a node NE. So we remove that node from the stack and add it to the P, right? Now we don't have any node into the stack. Your stack is empty and you have a current node that we are processing is N, E. So now we process N, E. Now again, process the node E, visit the node and add the E to the output string. Now add the right child of E to the stack. Do we have the right child? Yes. E has a right child, that is F. So we add NF to the stack, right? So we add NF. Assign the left child of E to the P. So here E has no left child. So in that case, what will be the value that we assign to P? That will be null. So here we assign null to P. So now we process it. So if P is null, what we do? Again, we remove the node from the stack and we add it to the P. So we have a node NF into the stack, so that we remove and add it, assign it to P. Now we process that node. Now we visit this node and add this node to the traversal sequence. So we add F to the traversal sequence, that is A, B, C, D, E and F, right? Now store the address of right child to the stack. So let's check. F has right child or not? No, F has no right child. So in that case, we cannot add anything to the stack, and currently the stack is empty. And even we cannot add a right child of F also because F is empty, right? So stack is still empty. Now assign the left child of F to P, right? So here we are assigning the left child of F. So does F has left child? Yes, it is G. So we assign NG to P. Now we process that node. So we first visit that node and add the G to the output string. So that gives us the sequence A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now we store the right of G if it has. Yes, G has a right child, that is S. So we add NH to the stack, and currently the stack is empty. So we add that node and it will be the only node in a stack at this point. Now we assign the left child to the P. So G has no left child. So in that case, P will be null. So as P is null, so what we will do now? So again, we remove the node from the stack and assign it to P. So that will be say and H. Now we process this node P, that is and H. Now again, first we visit that node. So we add H to the output string. So now we'll have a sequence A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now we store the right of H into the stack. We don't have the right child of H, so we can't add anything, and at this point stack is empty. We assign the left of H to the P. Do we have the left? No. H has no left child. So in that case, we assign the null value to P. Now as P is null, what we will do? We remove the node from the stack. But as you can see that, do we have a node onto the stack? No, we don't have any node and the P is null. So if P is null and there is no node onto the stack, that tells us we have traversed all the nodes in a tree. That means this is our traversal sequence. We have traversed all the nodes. So our traversal sequence will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So this way we can find the traversal sequence by tracing pre-order algorithm. For the practice, you can traverse following tree in pre-order using non-recursive traversal algorithm by showing contents in table. Thank you.